The Wednesday Night Warriors. But we're not gonna call it Wednesday Night Warriors today because it's damn near noon. I'm gonna hit y'all up with a lunch break special. All right. So on today's lunch break special, we're gonna focus on meditation. Okay. I always meditate, man. Yeah, let me give a shout out to the late elders that's been pushing the truth for decades, motivating me to be a soldier in the truth, not to be faint-hearted, man. All right. Shout out to the Battle Axes captains, all right. Capt Benaniyah, Capt Jerubbaal, Capt Yahri, all the soldiers out here in Israel, man. Shalom, shalom, man. Y'all keep pushing. All the righteous women out here in Israel, keep pushing, all right. Keep trying to reach that bar to be that Proverbs 31 woman, all right. Um, let us all, not just the women but the men too, man. Let's all be led by the spirit and not by our emotions or our flesh, man. Right? So today I'm gonna give y'all your daily meditation, man. It's always good to meditate, and you have to think upon what you're meditating on, man. You have to think about what y'all are meditating on, man. In fact, let me get a precept, man. All right, because it's important to meditate, but you can't be like the meditating in this world. You just sitting up in a damn dark Indian style, just letting the vibe come into you, man. That's how you get bugged out with damn demons, man. So when we meditate as Israelites, we want to be thinking about the Most High. We want to be thinking about the law, statutes, and commandments. We want to be thinking about the upcoming high holy days, man. These are the things that we should be meditating about. But this is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 23. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life, man. So the issues of life come out of the heart, man, come out of the mind. And that's why it's important to be careful about what you're meditating on and, stressing over things you shouldn't be stressing over. All right. The scriptures say, keep the commandments and let the Lord fight for you, and you have nothing to worry about, man. Right? So our first precept, it was just an opening precept. All right. Look at Joshua. Let's go to Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8, man. Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. I'm going to just hit y'all with a few precepts to give y'all something to think about, because even, like I say, even at work, even at the workplace, you should be thinking about the scriptures. You should be thinking about our forefathers and our foremothers and all the things in the world that they had to deal with. All right. Like Ecclesiastes say, there's nothing new under the sun. All right. So these things that we're going through, we have to endure and have faith and trust in the Lord, right? Let's get Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. All right. This is the book of Joshua. I'm going to start at verse 6, okay? It says, be strong and of good courage, for unto this people shall thou divide for an inheritance the land, which I swear unto thy fathers to give them. And this was on a physical level, but for us, this is on a spiritual level, man. Like I say, like my class is going over Monday, man, we have to have vision. All right, we supposed to be in vision and meditating on the kingdom and meditating and doing the things that we need to do to make it to the kingdom, enduring this affliction, enduring a plantation, man. All right, verse 7 only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses in observing, even the word observe, man. Because when you observe something, you're looking at it, you're studying it, and you're meditating on these things, man. That's what it does. That's what it means to observe. Okay? It says, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law, which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest, man. So don't turn from the ways of the Lord, man. These are the things you're supposed to observe and do. All right. Verse 8, it says, this book of the law should not depart out of thy mouth, man. You see that? I'm saying, like, even at the workplace, I'm not saying be at the workplace quoting scriptures, you know what I'm saying? But you're supposed to let your light shine even at work, man. You're supposed to speak with a righteous and a just tongue, man. All right, and you should be judging when in equity, man. All right, it says this book of the law should not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then will thou make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. You have good success by meditating on the word, man. All right, so y'all keep that in mind, because a lot of times, like I started out with Proverbs 4 and 2023, man. Out of your mind, or out of your heart, are the issues of life, man. And you can't let your mind focus on this world drive you off to being on a low spiritual level, man. So you want to keep a high spirituality, man. You want to keep your spirituality up there, man. You want to be always filled with the Holy Spirit, and the only way to do that is to meditate on the book, man. All right, always meditating on the book. All right, let's get the next precept, man. Let's get Psalms 119, man. Boy, this one slipped my mind. I didn't really write anything, just kind of just freestyling. This is just stuff I was thinking about today, early this morning. I was, thinking about meditation, man. All right, this is Psalms 119, and we're gonna start at verse 59. All right, this is our forefather King David. All right, King David said, "I thought on my ways, man." And when you're thinking about something, you're meditating on things, man. All right, he said he thought on his ways, and let's see what his ways are. Was David leaning on his own understanding? All right, he said, "I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies." So King David was basically meditating on the law. All hell that just broke loose. He committed adultery with Bathsheba, and he was trying to come back into the good graces of the Lord, man. All right. Hey, we all slip and fall. You get up, meditate. Hey, you might need to write out a plan, okay, on how to get yourself back right with the Lord, man. All right, but this is how King David did. He said, "I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies," man. When all hell's breaking loose, don't lean on your own understanding and start going about things your own way. All right, that shows the Lord that you don't have faith and trust in Him, man. I kind of want to go get that in Sirach chapter 2, man. All right, but verse 60, it says, "I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments," man. So when he said he thought on his ways, he pondered on the law, made out a plan. Hey, I'm gonna fast this week. All right. I'm going to read 1 Kings chapter 8 this week. I'm going to get all the repentance precepts out. All right. I'm going to do everything that I got to do to get back in the spirit, man. All right. So we have to be, in order to stay in the spirit, my point is we must constantly meditate, man, on the book. At work, not at work, wherever you are, man. All right. Let's get another precept, man. There's so many. Let's get Sirach chapter 39 and verse 1. I'm just hit y'all with a few. Like, man, my lunch break ain't that long, so I'm gonna just hit y'all with a few and then jump off of here. All right. It's a book of Sirach chapter 39. Salakia. And verse number 1, it reads, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High," he that giveth his mind to the law, man. Man, I be sitting up at work, I do mobile repair. I repair electronics, period. All right, I'm sitting up and I'm thinking about precepts, man. I'm thinking about some issues I'm having in life, but it turns me to think about the precepts, man. All right, and that's how we should be meditating, man. It says, "He that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof," man. So these are things that we should be constantly doing, like Joshua 1:8 say, "Hey, the book never depart out of my mouth day and night," man. So this is something constantly that we should be doing. It says, "And is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of the ancient and be occupied in prophecies," man. All right. So, like I say, man, y'all want to know what's going on in the world, and even these like my job it's getting kind of crazy in here. I see how the damn Esau kind of he ain't paying people what he should be paying people, which Esau has always done that. It's just a lot of crazy stuff going on in the workplace, and I know it's not just my workplace. It's a lot of cross training going on, trying to force people to do 3 damn jobs for low money. And then I'm thinking about it, it's not just going on here, there's other places too, man. That's because this society and this economy is crashing, man. This economy is crashing. Yeah, they still building up damn buildings and building new shopping malls, and you see these apartment complexes going up, like this place is doing good, man. This economy is crashing. All right, and the corporate people know that, man. And they're starting to downsize, man. This is the end of America, man. And like I say, that just bring me back to this precept, man. Being occupied in these scriptures gave me the insight to understand that. That's why all hell is breaking loose in my workplace, man. All right, that's why these things are going on, man. So everything that happened in your life, basically, what I'm saying, hey, you have to filter it through the scriptures, man. Everything, literally. All right. Verse 2, it says, he would keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtile parables are, he will be there also, man. All right. So yeah, we want to always stay. If you want to, like I said, grow spiritually, man. The only way to grow is to eat, man. You have to constantly eat these scriptures, man. Like Ezekiel chapter 3, son of man, eat this roll, man. All right, you have to be eating this roll. You have to be thinking about the. I mean, I know a lot of y'all think about lunch all day. All right, you think about what you're gonna eat for breakfast. You think about what you're gonna eat for lunch. And you think about what you're gonna eat for dinner. That's some of your main things. But you should be the same way spiritually, man. Y'all should be the same way spiritually, man. All right. I always trying to get filled with this knowledge, man. And these are the things that we should be meditating on. All right. Let's get another one. Let's get Psalms 119 since we was already there in the other book. Let's get Psalms 119 and 97. All right. Let's just hit a few precepts, man. Let's look at Psalms 119 and verse number 97. It reads, "Oh, how love I thy law! It is my meditation all day long, man." All right. So our forefathers, these are the we just read Sirach 39 and 1. We should seek out the wisdom of the ancients. Okay, one of our ancients is King David, man, our forefather. All right. So we should be seeking these things. Like King David say, oh, he loved the law and he loved to meditate on the law. Verse 97, it says, "Oh, how love I the law. It is my meditation all day long." Like I say, man. All right, I'm thinking about the memorial blowing the trumpets coming up. All right, the Day of Atonement, the Feast of Tabernacles, man. Like I say, these are the things that we should be meditating on, man. And we should be getting excited about these things, man. And not letting the cares of this world and the cares of this life weigh us down, man. All right, verse 98. I'm going to read 98 anyways. It says, "Though through thy commandments haste made me wiser than my enemy, has made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me," man. If you want to be wiser than your enemies, like I say, even at the workplace, we have enemies at our damn workplace because we at work. A lot of us are at work right now. All right, we have enemies there. Hey, man, you have to meditate on the commandments. You got to think about David with Saul, man. All right, Saul trying to kill him, throwing damn javelins at him. David kind of ducking and dodging. All right, but by David it says over and over in the scriptures, David behaved himself wisely. How did David behave himself wisely? He thought and he meditated on the commandment, and it always made him prevail. It always made him prevail. I'm gonna read 97 again. It says, "Oh, how love I the law! It is my meditation all the day. Though through thy commandments has made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me," man. All right. So y'all keep these things in mind. Shalom, shalom, done, Israel, man. All right. And let me get one more precept. Y'all know once we get in the spirit, we just want to keep rolling, man. Want to just keep on trucking, man. Let's get Isaiah 59 and 21, man. Let's get Isaiah 59 and 21. All right. Isaiah 59 and 21. It reads, book of Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 21. It says, "As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth. See that? So these are things that it is not departing, but because you're always thinking about these things, right? You're always thinking about the Lord. You're always thinking about, hey, I'm a judge on the earth, man. You're always thinking about, man, I am a king on the earth. I am a prince on the earth. I am a princess on the earth. But what makes you royalty, man? All right, it's not just coming up out of the lineage of Jacob, man, but keeping the commandments and meditating thereon, man. All right, shalom, shalom, Abram. All right, it says, my spirit that is upon me and my words which I have put in thy mouth should not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed. You see that? Forever and forever, man. So we meditate on these things, and we're commanded to teach our children these things. Man, where did Isaiah get this from, man? All right. Do anybody know where Isaiah got this from, man? Isaiah got this from Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7. And that's going to be our closing precept, man. All right. That is going to be our closing precept, man. So if y'all have time, y'all can precept Isaiah 59 and 21 with Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7, man. Everything that the prophets spake comes out of the law, man. It just show you how our forefathers meditated on the scriptures. That's how they got through life, man. All right. So we all want to get through this life successful. And if we want to succeed, we have to want to succeed in keeping the commandment, man. All right. In fact, let me go back. Let me go back to Joshua 1 and verse 8. And then I'm going to read Isaiah again, and then we're going to close, okay? Because Joshua 1 and 8, this will hit me, because I love this precept. But something had hit me like a few years ago, what it was really saying, man. All right? Succeed in doing what, man? All right? What should we be desiring to succeed in, right? This is Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, this book of the law should not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. It says that thou mayest observe to do all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. And that's not just good success and being financial, but it's actually you pleasing the Lord and keeping the command. You're succeeding in the ways of the Lord, man. Hey, because keeping the commandments can be kind of tough at times being in this world, man. Y'all understand, man? We down running from curses, man. All right, when you meditate in the law, then you will have good success in keeping the commandments, man. I look at it like that, man. All right, having love and having joy for the commandments, man. Just purely. All right. Let's go back to Isaiah. I'm gonna read Isaiah one more time, and then we're gonna get the law. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 21. It says, as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord, from henceforth and forever, man. All right, shalom, Sister Danielle and Brother Watsonville, shalom, man. All right, so let's go ahead and get the law. All right, like I say, just a quick little lunch break special. You know what I'm saying? Quick little lunch break special. All right, just on meditating, as being at work and just getting through our day. Always thinking about the law. Always thinking about the law. Always filtering the world through the scriptures, man. Always thinking about the Lord. Always thinking about walking upright with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. And that's how you properly meditate. All right. So the law we're gonna bring out today is Deuteronomy chapter 6, and we're gonna start at verse 7. Okay. Deuteronomy 6 and 7, and it's also a precept with Isaiah 59 and 21, so y'all can precept those too. All right, but let's get Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7 real quick. Get Deuteronomy 6 and 7. All right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6. And I'm going to start at verse 6. Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 6. It says, and these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart, man. That's what should be in your mind. That's what you should be meditating on, these words. They should be in your heart, man. You should be in love with these scriptures, man. It says, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shall talk to them when thou sittest in the house, meaning when you sit in the house, talking about precepts with your children. It says, and when thou walkest by the way, when you outside walking, y'all might be walking a dog, y'all might be riding a bike. All right, you explaining to your children how the Lord destroyed Egypt, man. All right. It says, and when thou liest down, all right, when you put your children to bed, man, all right, you give them a bedtime story. You might be telling them about Samson, man, or just anything. This is how you meditate, and this is how you have your household meditating on the scriptures, man. Should be always in your mind, always in your heart, man. It says, and when thou rises up, you getting up early in the morning, all right, you get your children ready. You know, one thing that's stuck in my mind, my mama used to always say, hey, get up, get out that bed. She used to say, wash your face, comb your hair, and brush your teeth, in that order. Wash your face, comb your hair, brush your teeth, let's go. Right? So, but while they doing that, man, y'all are going, you give them a precept of the day. You give them a little scripture to meditate on throughout their school day, man. All right? Or before you leave home, y'all all throwing up prayers as a family, man. All right. So with that, that's the end of this lunch special. I hope y'all were satisfied. Lord willing, y'all were edified. All right. Y'all please like, share, and subscribe. Help us to push this truth around the four corners of the earth, man. I want to thank y'all brothers and sisters that have been giving alms, paying alms. All right. They are greatly appreciated, and they are used to exalt the ministry, man. All praise to the Most High. Hey, rent due. So, hey, we appreciate your alms. That light bill we do. So we want to thank y'all brothers and sisters that are giving alms, man, because that is a commandment also to give alms, man. And if you do want to give alms and donate, y'all can get it in the description below. All right, the GoFundMe and the Cash App is there. All right. Done Israel got some good little precepts in there, man. Y'all get them precepts done Israel put in there, man. All right. He said, I will never forget thy precepts, but with them thou hast quickened me. That's right, man. It says, I am thine, save me, for I have sought thy precepts, man. All right. So it was always seeking the Lord's precepts, even in affliction, being at the workplace. All right. Because like I said, a lot of us at work, man, hey, meditate on the law, man, and watch the salvation of the Lord draw nigh. All right? And with that, I'm going to say shalom.